Hello, welcome back to Just Brisket, Karen.
Hello. Oh my goodness. Episode 2.
Crazy, we've come so far.
We have come further than any podcaster has ever come.
You're right.
I
One
think
small
we just
step
changed
for
the game.
man,
Yeah.
one giant leap for
podcast
mankind. Podcast.
All right.
Kind. Hi, it's me, Neil Armstrong.
Okay, episode 2. Before we start, we have a little bit of housekeeping, which is very quirky and fun of us.
Quirky and relatable.
First, since the last episode, by the last episode I mean since our first episode, we're now available on many more platforms. Before we were only available on our host, Anchor. Shout out to Anchor. But now we're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iTunes. You can just go into iTunes, and if you look up Just Brisket Karen, it'll automatically download to the Apple Podcasts app. So if you have an iPhone, or I think you might even be able to do it on like an iPad or Mac or something. I don't know. We're on Apple Podcasts. You should. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, you can do it on like a laptop or whatever you use.
Whatever you use.
Listening platform of choice.
Yes. Same with Google Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and a couple more. You can...
But those are the big ones.
Yeah, but if you want a full list, you can go to Anchor's websites. I'm sure that websites plural, singular website, I'm sure that they have...
At anchor.fm/justbrisketKaren.
That's the plug.
Yeah.
And then our Twitter.
Oh, yeah. We made a Twitter. It's at JBK Podcast. Because Just Brisket Karen did not fit.
It didn't fit by one letter.
It was Just Brisket Care.
Literally, I was so annoyed. I was like, I do not want to be JBK Podcast. I want to be Just Brisket Karen. But it's fine.
We're JBK because that's the initials of Just Brisket, Karen.
Wow, a revolutionary.
Just in case anybody was confused, they're like,
JBK? Is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg somehow?
Yeah.
Also, we have a birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
for our number one fan.
So, hello. So, as we mentioned in our first episode, I don't know how to say it, like, should I say last, first, whatever.
Whatever.
In our last episode when we were naming the podcast, we mentioned Brad, and Brad has since listened to our podcast.
He was the first one that listened to our podcast.
He was the first one.
Brad is officially our biggest fan.
Literally, officially our biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Brad. He said that he absolutely loved it. So thank you. We absolutely love you. And
we do.
By the time this is posted,
the day this is coming out,
which is Sunday.
His birthday.
It's his birthday. So happy birthday, Brad.
Thank you for listening. Happy birthday, Brad. Should we sing to him?
Let's sing a song that isn't happy birthday. Like, what's the, like, happy birthday? I don't know.
Isn't that from, like, The Emperor's New Groove?
I don't remember. But anyways, happy birthday. I think you're 30, but I don't know.
I also think so. Happy Big 3-0.
Happy Big 3-0.
Or maybe not quite that.
Yeah, sorry if you're not 30, but happy birthday.
Sorry that we're fake friends.
That's another thing, though. We will be posting, hopefully, every Sunday. That's our goal. So please stop cracking your knuckles. So if you... Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Anyways, so if you're a dedicated fan...
Every
check
Sunday
out for new eps on
hopefully
Sunday.
When our episodes are coming out. But
also, we're using microphones right now.
Yeah, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better.
Also, I apologize if I'm, like, way too close to the mic or, like, if it sounds bad because I'm looking, like, Camille and I are recording on separate tracks and I'm looking at the sound waves and mine are, like, screaming and hers are not, so I apologize if I sound horrible. This will all improve with time.
We'll get there.
We will get there.
We're working on it.
We
trying
are just
our best.
working, Karen. Yes, we are.
I love Karen.
I also love Karen. Shout out to Karen.
Shout out to all the
There was something else that I wanted to bring up, but I forget what... Oh, my gosh. I was telling you this. We just started classes this week.
Uh-huh.
This was our first week of classes in the spring semester. And... I have unapologetically been plugging our podcast at any opportunity. Like, anyone who knows us, like, in real life is annoyed with us because
fully.
only thing we talk about is our freaking crappy podcast. That's just us talking, but
about
that's
brisket.
How it is. So, yeah, shout out to...
Should we expose ourselves on the brisket front?
What does that mean?
That means that you've never had brisket, and I don't like brisket. Like,
I think we said that in the first one.
Did we? Okay,
I don't remember, but...
Just so you know.
Yeah, just
so
you know.
We're fake brisket
fans.
fans.
We are fake brisket fans. But yes, so shout out to those professors who know about it. I'm not going to say your names explicitly. You know who you are. Shout out.
Thanks for listening if you are.
I also am sorry
if you're not, I don't blame you.
for you having me in your class. I'm intolerable.
Yeah, I'm sorry to all of Eliza's professors for having her in class because trust me, I live with her. I get it.
Are you shading me right now?
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Yo, I wish you still had that clap light plugged in so I could just be like, and it turned off.
Oh yeah, sorry mom if you're listening.
Oh.
My mom got me a clap, like, it's not a light necessarily, but like you plug it into an outlet and then you plug a light into the outlet and then you clap but it would go off. Like I would move my chair and it would turn on and off and it was so annoying.
Or like if you were walking too heavy, like it would count it and it
was so annoying. So I don't even think that it was there for 24 hours because it would literally just go on and off all the freaking time and it was
it was
so
a little
annoying.
spooky.
And now we have lights anyways, like by our beds that we can just turn on and off without having to get up. So thank you mom for the
Thanks Terry.
The thought.
Love you.
That's what counts.
That one was for you,
That
Terry.
hurt. Does it ever tickle, like, the butthole part of your lip?
Yeah, the butthole.
The butthole. Oh, hello. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, man. I hope that is not... What the heck is that? Do we all hear that? Hello. Oh.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay.
Did you break
Sorry
it?
if you heard that.
I am so sorry. This is a mess.
That was messy. Love that for us. Anyways.
If you're still listening, shout out. There's probably 3 of you, maybe.
Yeah, shout out to the 4 people who are listening. Anyways, let's get into what we were going to talk about today.
Yes.
Impractical Jokers. I'll let you take the reins on this one.
So, as you may have gathered from our last episode, we've been watching a lot.
Like a ridiculous amount. Like hours at a time.
Yeah, because we were both here a few days before classes started for the semester, so we had nothing to do and a lot of our friends weren't here yet, and we would watch Impractical Jokers for like 6 hours at a time, and then like take a break to eat and then come back and watch 6 more hours. Like, that was all we did, and we'd watch it until like 4 in the morning.
You hearing that again?
Yeah, why is it making that sound?
Okay, let's just say this now. If that continues, we apologize, but we are not going to fix it at this very moment. And if you can't hear it, then it sounds like this. And now it stopped. So if that continues, sorry, we will have it fixed for episode 3.
Yeah.
Let's get back to Impractical Jokers. So sorry if that keeps happening. There's nothing we can do about it at this moment. I was watching Impractical Jokers when I was home, like by myself, and then I came already addicted, and then I got you hooked.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before in my life. I'd never even like heard of it.
I've seen it before I got addicted, too.
I didn't know what it was, and then we got here and she was like, you know what, I've done nothing but watch Impractical Jokers.
That made no sense.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping we were just going to ignore that and move on, but here, let me try again. She was like, I have done nothing but watch Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, oh my god, it keeps doing... Okay, we're not going to address it anymore.
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah, nothing but Impractical Jokers.
NBIJ.
And what?
Nothing but Impractical Jokers.
Oh my gosh, that is iconic.
That's
NBIJ.
the new name of our podcast.
Just Brisket, JBK, who, NBIJ.
Yeah.
But, there are memes that kind of circulate about Sal, who's one of the Impractical Jokers.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so he lost a lot of weight, so good job, Sal.
Good job, Sal,
and
if you're listening.
Yeah, shout out to Sal Volcano.
Our biggest fan.
But, he lost a lot of weight, and this picture that's been circulating is before that. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you.
I'm sorry.
But this picture's been going around, and Camille and I were on Instagram the other night.
Yeah, for like 3 hours.
For a very long time. And we were sending each other these Sal memes, because he also loses a lot. So, like, the concept of the show is that they have to do these challenges, and if you don't complete the challenges, and you you get like a thumbs down, and if you have the most thumbs down by the end of the episode, you're tonight's big loser, and that is literally always Sal.
Yeah, he's never not the big loser.
Yeah, so there are all these memes about him being tonight's big loser. Mm-hmm. And
they're so funny.
They're hilarious. Oh my god, they're so funny.
They make me giggle.
Please, if you take nothing else out of this podcast, let it be that
Sal is tonight's big loser.
Sal is tonight's biggest loser, and you should look up, what are they called? Sal memes.
Sal memes. But just the hashtag on Instagram.
Yeah, literally, no, there is. But we were looking at these, and, like, sending them back and forth, and Camille, what did we stumble upon?
Well, we stumbled upon something very dark and very scary that we
neither
had
of us
no
knew
idea
existed.
Yeah. It was a dark side of Impractical Jokers.
So
we found their fandom.
Their standom. Not even their... I would say we're part of their fandom.
But, like, this was the standom.
We found
video edits.
Yeah. So, let's just explain that. So, standoms are... Oh, my God. Are, usually teenage girls who stan, which is, like, hardcore obsessed with... And it's usually, like, a band or a TV show that's not Impractical Jokers.
Or, like, an actor.
Yeah, an actor.
Or something like
that.
Yeah,
like, usually, like, One Direction. Like, they... Not as much anymore. It's still prevalent in the stan community. Yeah, it's literally me. But, like, back in, like, 2015, 2016, like, the One Direction standom was big.
Yeah.
And the Supernatural fandom.
Yeah, that was me.
that was also very big. But Impractical Jokers is not, and they're also all 40.
Yeah,
they're 40.
They're very old.
They're old.
I mean, not
very old, but they're too old to be
They're too old for, like, 13-year-old girls
to be
like,
making video edits of them.
because the video edits were, like, disturbing. It was, like... creepy music and then just like video clips of them.
It was them being like cute and like soft but like hot and like I want to date that. It was my God.
But they're like 40 and these girls
and
that were making them
married.
are probably like
I've seen Joe like Joe, one of the Impractical Jokers, is married with I think 2 kids.
Yeah.
And they're like making these edits about him and they're all like him like being cute. I don't even know. And I sent it to you. Someone edited a picture of Sal to make it look like a Snapchat.
Oh,
and it was like, big game today, hope we can cuddle later. And I'm like, this is not the Sal
thing
content
I've ever seen.
No,
I want Sal memes, not Sal, like, nightmare material. Like, that's what I see in sleep paralysis is Sal from Impractical Jokers in the corner of the room in a jersey saying, let's cuddle. Because that would be terrifying.
Oh my God. No, but,
he's also our least favorite Impractical Joker. Sal, if you're listening, no offense.
Well, that's another thing, too. In the standum, we've discovered everyone hates Murray, and Murray is our favorite. We would kill for Murray.
Yeah, we're Murray stans.
We're Murray stans. But everyone freaking hates, like, they'll, like, say, like, oh, the best Impractical Joker is, like, Sal and Q. They love Sal and Q.
Yeah.
That's the stand-up isn't even Impractical Jokers. It's Sal and Q. And I also found fan fiction.
Oh.
I don't know if you were there when I was reading it aloud.
Was. Oh, no.
Oh, man, you missed out. But, we looked... Because, like, if there are video edits, that means there's fan fiction. If you don't know what fan fiction is, keep it that way.
Don't Google it.
Don't look it up. But... we were reading it, and it wasn't, like, naughty or anything like that, but it was just so weird because they're 40.
Yeah.
And like, the girls who probably wrote this are, like, 13, you know what I mean? Like, they're young.
Yeah.
And it was just,
younger than us, for sure.
Oh, definitely. And they were just like, Q came home from a punishment today. That's what it's called, like, when you're tonight's big loser. Like, oh... Q had to get punished today, and so he burst through our front door with, like, an attitude or something. Like, it's just weird, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just, like, uncomfortable.
I don't like it.
Like, that's not the Impractical Jokers content I want.
No, because I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't a One Direction stan. I'm not gonna pretend I'm still not a One Direction. I love One Direction. I will say that. I will come out as a One Direction stan right here.
You.
Thank you. But, like, Impractical Jokers is such a different... Like, with One Direction, they're like young and like
they're like big, you know, they're
yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah.
worldwide
Impractical
popular,
Jokers,
like a boy band.
Yeah.
Boy bands are like a whole
like
nother
BTS
thing.
right now. BTS is the big like
Oh yeah.
like not every band has like a standum. So I would say like One Direction, it's not as much as it used to be. It's definitely still there. 5 Seconds of Summer, like they kind of had the same fans as One Direction fans.
Yeah.
But BTS right now, I have literally never listened to BTS.
Me neither. I'm honestly not 100% sure what it is. Is it a K-pop?
It's a
group?
K-pop band, and there's like 40 of them. There's so many. Like every time I see them, I feel like there's 5 new people.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate. I don't know anything about them, but like.
See, I follow some accounts that aren't like BTS. Like I don't know, they'll post like memes or something because I'm quirky like that. And then they'll just be like a random BTS like Jungkook. Like he's the only one I know, and like Jimin, and one starts with a Y. I don't really know, but there'll be like a picture of him at the end of this like meme account. I'm like, what the heck? I did not sign up for this content.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but.
And TV shows, it's not uncommon for TV shows to be like a stan, like to have this stand-up. Like it's not always like cute, fluffy boy bands. Like there are some, like you were a Supernatural
when I was
stan.
like late middle school, early high school, I was really into like the whole Supernatural, like Doctor Who scene.
That still is like a
but especially I feel like a few years ago that was like huge, like
huge.
Everybody that wanted to be like quirky and not be a One Direction stan was like a Doctor Who
that's
stan.
What it was. Like One Direction stans were very like I don't want to say mainstream because that's not what I mean. Like like not quirky and edgy.
Yeah,
like
it was just like pretty basic.
Yeah, very basic. Yeah. So like. If you were not part of the One Direction standum, you were part of the Supernatural Doctor Who, and you were quirky and on Tumblr.
I was on Tumblr.
Yeah, you were, but like
I had like a
different
stan
platforms.
Tumblr. It was ugly.
I had a stan Instagram for One Direction, and it was like One Direction 5 sauce.
Do you want to know a secret?
Yeah.
I was part of both. I was like
a double.
I was a closeted One Direction stan, but like on the outside, I was like Supernatural, like Doctor Who, and like Sherlock.
See, those are like the big shows. Like I feel like people who like Supernatural always like Doctor Who and always like Sherlock. I've never seen any of them. What's your favorite One Direction song though? Put you on the spot.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm nervous. Okay, I was like a stan for like a very short amount of time.
No, that's fine.
I only know like their earlier songs.
That's
like,
fine.
Last few albums, I don't know. Their best song ever was a bop. That is probably actually the best song ever written.
Listen. The best song ever music video. That
was
let's talk about
so good.
Let's talk about that because holy crap. The best song ever, if you've never seen it, look it up.
Look it up right now. Pause this. Go ahead.
And pause.
Okay.
But the music video was like more than just the song, like it was more production based. And
it was iconic.
It was iconic. And so every member dressed up like a different, I don't want to say character, but character.
Yeah, character.
And so basically it was like One Direction was going to a like record
like a
place.
pitch.
Yeah, to like pitch this song. Because this was
it
also
for their movie?
Yeah, I was going to say this was also when their movie was coming out. This Is Us.
Yo, I did go see that in theaters.
I saw it too. But Harry Styles played Marcel, who was like this really nerdy. I think he was like PR or something like that. He was really nerdy.
He was like pitching like outfits for the
like
song
a look
or whatever.
for the and he had like his hair like nerdily slicked back, and he had
wearing
the big
like the big glasses, like the tape on him, and like a sweater vest.
Sweater vest, yeah. And he talked in a really nasally voice. He was like,
"Hi guys."
But everyone was like the fandom, the standum, like dropped. Like everyone died for. There was like fan fiction about Marcel. There were edits about Marcel.
And Zayn when he dressed up like a woman.
He dressed like a woman, which I don't think Zayn would
secretary
do now.
Or something.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he was a very pretty.
He was a
woman,
very attractive woman.
He's just he's a pretty man.
Pretty. Yeah, he's
so
very
like
pretty.
Yeah, in like a wig and like he was wearing a skirt.
And he looked very like feminine too.
Yeah.
Like because I feel like the point of it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna try and make you look like a woman. I feel like it was like, you're gonna look like Zayn, but like, you know,
but like in a wig.
He looked like great.
He did. He looked beautiful.
But the Marcel, like, people went crazy. There were Marcel, like, dedicated accounts, like Instagram accounts that would only post like Marcel content, and there was like fan fiction, edit, like everything that there is for Impractical Jokers, there was for Marcel, which is so weird.
That's
like
very weird.
Crazy.
But like that music video was so good.
The music video was really good. And they had like their dance at the end. That was iconic.
That was
and Louis, I remember Louis messed up, and everyone was like, Louis?
Yeah. Yo, he was my favorite though, so don't you
Louis.
dare say anything bad about Louis.
One of my friends, Carly, shout out to Carly, one of my friends and I were, we were talking about this, how back in the day in the One Direction, I don't know if you remember this, do you remember Directionators?
Yes.
So the fans of One Direction were called Directioners, but the like fake fans who like only liked their like popular music or whatever were called Directionators. And Carly and I used to be, I hope she's okay with me saying her name, sorry. My friend and I used to be so scared of like coming off as a Directionator. So we would be like, we would never like pick favorites or anything like that. Or if we did have a favorite, it would be for a short amount of time. So I'd be like, oh, like for this week I'm like a Liam girl, and then next week I'm like a Niall girl.
Nobody was a Liam girl.
Shout out to Liam.
Shout out to Liam. He was nobody's favorite, let's be real. Sorry, Liam. Sorry if Liam was your favorite and I'm invalidating your opinion, but
there's this one video, I think it's from their movie, the This Is Us movie. I don't know, it might not be. But they went to Paris, and some of them were taking a picture out, like, in front of the Eiffel Tower. And so Liam took the picture, and then he goes, ghetto! And I was like, why did he just say ghetto after taking it? He literally took the picture and goes, ghetto!
Yo, that's why he was nobody's favorite. Because he did shit
controversial. Like that. Oh my god.
Why would he say something so controversial
yet so brave? Oh my god. Ghetto. But yeah, like, for some things I, like, expect a stand-em from. Like, well, Stranger Things doesn't. Usually, but there is kind of for Stranger Things.
There's, like, kind of a fandom.
People love Joe Keery. Is that his name? Joe Keery.
Me, I love Joe Keery.
I also do.
Fully
but I'm
in
not
love
a
with
stan.
him.
Like, what is Steve Harrington?
Yes.
Yeah, like...
Ugh. I love
Okay, maybe Stranger Things isn't a good example because
they're all like children, so that's like weird.
Yeah,
I think people
sometimes
just
they
feel
pick
uncomfortable.
actors, and Joe Keery is definitely one of them. Like,
because he's beautiful.
Twitter has, I don't know if you've heard about this, like not officially, like the Stan Twitter has like their white boy of the month or whatever, and like Joe Keery has definitely, and what's his name, Noah Centineo was the white boy of like the year.
Every
from
Netflix
All the Boys I Loved
original
Before.
ever.
Yeah, he's gonna be in another one with the girl from Austin and Ally. I don't remember. It's like Laura Marano, yeah, something like that.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
I will fully watch it.
Basically,
although isn't she like 30 now? Probably.
Well, he was on Austin and Ally.
Oh, he was.
I just remember. Yeah, he played Dallas.
Oh, they're already friends.
Yeah, they're already in.
Maybe
there's another famous person that's going to be on that.
Is it Rainy Rodriguez?
No, it's Camila Mendez.
Yo, that's me.
Camille. Oh, your name's Camille.
My name's Camille.
Oh, I'm Eliza.
Hi, I'm Camille.
I feel like we should have said that in the beginning. But most of the people that listen to us already know us. But if you don't, I'm Eliza.
And I'm Camille.
What? I don't really know how to say her name. From Camila Riverdale.
Mendez, I think.
Yeah, sure. She plays Veronica in Riverdale. She's gonna be in it. But I read like an article about it, and it said that it's basically like Noah Centineo wants to like fall in love, or I don't even know. No, he needs to like make money. So he like starts a dating app where he like goes on dates with these girls. So like let's just say I was going to a wedding and like I wanted to bring a date, but I'm like awful.
So like rent a boy?
Yeah, basically. Like you're literally renting Noah Centineo to be your boyfriend.
Yo, I'd love to rent Noah Centineo.
But then he falls in love or something. I don't really remember.
Of course.
Yeah. And there is going to be a second to All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's a book series. There's like 3 or 4 books, yeah. And there's going to be a second movie, to my understanding. None of this is confirmed. Actually, that's a lie. I think it is confirmed. But yeah, there's a, sorry if you just heard my hiccup there. And he's obviously going to be in that.
Yeah. How exciting. Remember when we watched that? I don't really remember most of the movie.
Oh, I remember the movie because I've seen it several times, but I don't really remember when we watched it.
I think we were having a girls' night, so we were all in our room.
We have girls' nights.
We have so many
computer
girls'
just, there we go. Oh my god, we have girls' nights like every night.
Yeah.
Literally.
Every night is girls' night.
We are crazy here at college.
Yeah.
And we have girls' nights where we find a DCOM, a Disney Channel original movie.
Mm-hmm. They're all fantastic.
They're all great.
Every one of them.
We find either a DCOM or like a really crappy movie, like rom-com on Netflix. Mm-hmm. And we watch that, paint our nails. We get food at some point. We get like ice cream and stuff at some point.
We always go on a little food run and we get like ice cream or chips or whatever the heck we're feeling.
Towards the end of the semester, like the fall semester, we had girls' nights literally every like 3 days.
Yeah, not even probably. It was like every night sometimes.
Literally.
Sometimes it'd be like nightly.
Because I remember our first girls' night was like on a Saturday, and we made like this big thing about it.
It was like a big deal. We made a whole playlist.
Yeah, we made like a 6-hour playlist, and we like decorated our room.
It was so cute.
And now we're like, I need a girls' night.
Guys, come to our room, and they're like, okay.
Literally, and we just paint our nails.
Shout out
like,
to the girls.
Shout out to the girls. You know who you are.
Anyways.
But yeah.
We've seen so many Disney Channel original movies.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about zombies for a second.
Okay, Zombies, the greatest Disney Channel original ever made.
Zombies was quirky, let's just say
Zombies slaps.
Oh my god.
That was so
Because I knew about zombies. Also, I've never seen Teen Beach Movies. Completely unrelated. Everyone's always surprised. But
Teen Beach Movie is so good, though.
I've definitely seen... There's one, I don't know what it's called. It's like... Stop the mute. I don't know if I can sing it without getting shot by Disney.
Oh yeah,
but
Walt Disney himself is gonna
literally come back from the dead. But
rip.
I've seen one song like music video clip from it because when I danced, we were gonna do that song and they like played it and I was like, what the heck is this? And it has a guy from Austin and Ally in it.
Yeah, but
Ross
Lynch.
Oh yeah, what's his name? He played Jeffrey Dahmer in My Friend Dahmer.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Let's talk about the freaking Zac Efron.
Bundy?
Yeah. What are your feelings on... Wait, I never finished the zombies thing.
Oh, right. Okay.
First, zombies...
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we are getting ahead of ourselves. What... Like, I never realized until zombies how, like, woke...
Yeah, Disney Channel movies are so
because that was
woke.
literally about, like, race.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot watch that movie. And, like, I'm sure that was definitely not Disney's intention. Like, making a race movie. Because, I mean, it might have been. But,
maybe.
like, you cannot watch that movie and tell me it's not about, like, race relations.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd never even heard of that movie before.
The only reason I heard of it is because Milo, the, like, main guy, I don't know his last name, was on Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
And so I heard of the movie. I didn't know anything about it. And the girl from To All the Boys I Loved Before is in it. The little girl, Kitty. I don't know her like real name.
One. I thought you meant like the main girl.
No. She's not in it a lot though. She's only briefly in it.
Who else?
I don't think there's any other famous. I was gonna say Dove Cameron, but she's in what's it called, Descendants.
Yeah, that's right. That's who I was thinking of. We also watched Descendants.
We watched Descendants too. I don't think we watched.
Oh, no,
I've never seen the first
one.
Sorry. It's okay. I've been like bumping it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen the first one, but we watched like most of the second one.
I was gonna say I don't think we watched all of it because it was long.
Yeah, and we had to go get our ice cream.
Yeah, too.
And also go to bed because I'm pretty sure it was like
late.
3
Yeah, it was late. But the Ted Bundy thing.
We have a tendency of not sleeping.
Oh, what time did we go to bed last night?
Like 3.
3, yeah. Because 8 Ball has like ruined our lives a little bit.
Yeah, we played so many games of 8 Ball last night.
You know how it is.
And tonight I won for the very first time.
I counted. We played 9 games and I've won 8.
Yeah.
That's how it is, I guess.
Well, now the tables are turning.
The turntables. Oh, how the turntables.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't that what you play records on?
Turntables? I have no idea. I was born in 2000.
I'm
a little slow in the uptake.
Yo, you're older than me.
Oh yeah, but by 2 days.
Yeah, true. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. That's kind of
fun
fun
little
and quirky.
trivia fact.
We're actually twins.
Anyways, Ted Bundy. I want to talk about this. I have since changed my opinion because I'm not original, but I want to hear your opinion. I'm sure you know that they're making... Well, Netflix just released the Ted Bundy tapes, I think they're called. And there's this movie coming out about Ted Bundy, and they hired Zac Efron. And I did not like that at first because I thought that there's, like, a tendency for teenage girls to, like, stan serial killers. Like, when My Friend Dahmer came out, people were, like, standing Jeffrey Dahmer. And, like, you should not be standing serial. Like, that happens a lot. Same with You on Netflix. I've personally never seen it.
Oh, I thought you were, like, talking to me.
Oh,
no. What did I do?
No, it's a show on Netflix. It's called You. I think it's a Netflix original.
Yeah,
but he's a stalker. And people are, like, in love with him.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Like, we cannot... appropriate like this kind of culture, like stalking and literal serial
killing. Don't murder people, guys.
Please do not. But I have since changed my opinion because I personally didn't know as much about Ted Bundy as I needed to, and they said that a lot of the appeal of him was that he was very attractive.
Yeah,
and like
he was attractive, and he was like a charming man, and that's how he lured his victims in. So I think that's important. That is a necessary part of the story to like make prominent, but I think it's still messed up that people are like in love with him because like
because there are people who are literally
Zac Efron's
in love with Ted Bundy. Yeah.
And, like, he's very charming, but he also killed a lot of people.
And, like, not even just killed them. Like,
he did...
raped, mutilated, like...
I think he, like, raped their dead bodies.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
definitely
not something you should do or stan.
Yeah, and no, people do stan, like, just Ted Bundy... Like, when the Ted Bundy tapes came out, and I honestly don't know, like, when the whole Zac Efron thing came out. It was around the same time.
Yeah. But people were, like, tweeting. Like, I saw a ton of tweets, like, OMG, Ted Bundy's so hot. And I'm like,
I saw so much stuff. And I was like, I can't look past the fact that he killed, like, all of these women. Like, I cannot do it. I also don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there are much more attractive people that did not kill.
Just stand normal Zac Efron.
Yeah,
not Zac Efron as Ted Bundy.
It is okay to stand Zac Efron, and it's okay to, like, look at the movie and be like, oh, he looks cute, like... looks, but like you have to make
Efron
that.
Does, not
Zac
Ted
Efron
Bundy.
looks.
Zac Efron.
You have to make.
Bundy.
You have to make that separation. You cannot watch the movie and fall in love with Ted Bundy.
That's not something that is okay. Please don't do that.
Oh my god! And that's something that does kind of bother me because like I feel like we grew up. Oh my god, that makes us sound like we're so old. I was gonna say we like grew up in very, very different like not standships, like a time for standoms. Like when we were like 13-ish maybe, like 13, 14, when we were in middle school, we'll just say that. When we were in middle school, standing was like a lot different than it is now, I feel. Because standing has kind of always been, like, a thing. Like, even going back to, like, the Beatles, you know what I mean? Like, people, like...
They've always had people that, like...
Sure.
There's always been people like that. But, like, with the developments in, like, social media and everything and like
Twitter,
that, it's gotten so much more intense.
So, speaking of Twitter, follow us on Twitter, JBK Podcast.
Oh, nice plug.
Thanks. But, yeah, and a lot of teenage girls especially, like, there are definitely people who are, like, older, there are men, there are... people who are non-binary. Plenty of
other than
representation,
just But I feel like teenage girls are like a solid...
Yeah, and that's like the staple, you know what I mean? That's like textbook stand-up.
Like just your classic fangirl,
but
you
like,
know? Like that was us once upon a time.
Yeah, and like when we were stans of You Supernatural, Closeted One Direction, and me, One Direction, and like Five Sauce.
Yeah.
I feel like it was very different because... I don't know how to explain it because I wouldn't, like, defend them. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I would, but it would be, like, stupid. You know, like, not he killed 30 people or however many.
I would not be, like...
There is a stand-up for serial killers, and I'm not, like, making that up.
There always has been, like...
Yeah, there always has been, but now it's, like, really
popular. But now it's prominent, and it's online, and people are realizing that it exists. Because, like, I feel like... all the time. Like, people are always fascinated with serial killers, which, like, I understand. I find it very interesting.
Interesting, but that's it.
But, yeah, I'm not, like, a fan of them, you know? I'm not like, wow, that's really cool what he did. Like, no, he killed a lot of people.
The whole, like, oh, Ted Bundy was so, like, attractive and charming. And, like, yes, that was important, but, like, you cannot stand Ted Bundy. Yeah. That's not something we're going to do. You can't
look past the fact that he killed
and
so many people.
Like I said, there are so many beautiful men on this planet that, like, if you're looking to stand a man, if you're looking to stand a man, it should be Atticus Mitchell.
It should be.
Actually, I'm not going to say that because I don't know anything about him, but he's beautiful. I know that, and I know he didn't kill someone.
We have a picture of him. We have a picture of him
on. We have like a heart like garland thing for Valentine's Day, and it has like clips on the back. And we have Atticus Mitchell. He's from My Babysitter's a Vampire, if you don't know, which
he plays
we stan
Benny.
him.
We love My Babysitter's a Vampire.
We also are Twilight. We're not stans because there is a Twilight, like, there probably isn't anymore, but there was.
There probably still kind of is, like, low-key, but, like, in the days that Twilight was coming out, there was, like, a big thing, and I hated it. I was a Harry Potter
Twilight
kid all the way. Like,
I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter.
Yeah. But, you know, there was, like, a huge divide between, like, Harry Potter kids and Twilight kids. I was fully a Harry Potter kid. And, like, I refused to read any of the Twilights or watch any of the movies. But then we watched every Twilight in the span of, like, 3 days.
Yeah, very short amount of time. But, my mom, like, read the books, like, the Twilight books when when it was, like, the movies were coming out.
Yeah.
And, what was I gonna say? And I just, like, felt weird going to, like, see a movie that my mom, like, read. I don't know how to explain it. It was just weird. So I didn't see them, and I didn't really care until, I saw the first Twilight a very long time. Not a very long time ago, but, like, definitely, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because it was on Netflix, but that was the only one on Netflix, and I thought it was good. And I just remember. Oh, I remember. I saw them all on Amazon Prime. Like, they were free, and so I watched the first one again, probably, and then I watched the second one, and then that's when you started getting hooked on it as well. I think.
We watched the first one, like, 4 times.
Yeah, probably 3 times in, like, 24 hours.
Yeah, because I don't know why we even did that so much. Like,
we have a whiteboard outside of our door, like, on our dorm that said, like, knock 3 times if you want to watch Twilight with us.
This was also, like, the 3rd week of school. Like, we didn't have many friends yet. We were trying to, like, make friends.
I don't remember when it was.
It was pretty early on.
No, it was in October because I went home for fall break, and we had to finish. Oh my God, we had to finish the last one. Yeah, and it was like 5 a.m. by the time we finished. And it was
and I had like
horrible.
a 9:30 class the next day, but I was like, no, we're staying up so we can finish. That was a terrible decision.
That was not fun.
But it was great. I mean, we also went and got milkshakes in the middle at like 2 a.m.
We had midnight milkshakes, but it was at like 2.
Yeah. I love our milkshake.
I love a good. I haven't had a milk. Yeah, I was gonna say we should get milkshakes.
It's like 2 degrees outside though, so
let's see. Oh yeah, shout out to literally anyone who lives in the Midwest because I don't know how you're alive.
Probably frozen. They're probably not alive. Like
because right now it's 20 degrees here and it feels like 12 degrees and that's
toasty for the US right now. Yeah.
Because I heard Chicago. One of my professors said that they're lighting the train tracks on fire in Chicago because it's so cold. And I saw someone, I don't know if this was a meme or not, someone's like water in their toilet froze.
Oh my gosh, I saw that too.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like real or not.
I think that was in like Detroit.
Detroit, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yo, wow, that's crazy. Like, Avery, if you're listening, my friend Avery goes to school in Michigan.
Oh my God, Michigan.
If you're listening, congrats on surviving.
Wow. Well, we don't know that yet. Yeah, she follows our Twitter, I think.
No, that's Allison. Shout out to Allison for following our Twitter. Avery, why aren't you following our Twitter? Should we shout out
all the people who are following our Twitter?
Yeah, probably. We have like 4 followers and 2 of them are us.
Literally, yeah. So if you want to follow our personal Twitters, you have to go to our Twitter. We're not going to plug them here.
Yeah, we're not plugging our personal Twitter.
You have to go to JBK Podcast.
But I will say that my Twitter is very good.
Mine is not.
Mine's actually not.
Okay, we have, I'm not going to say last names. We have Maggie. Shout out to Maggie.
Thanks, Maggie.
Thanks, Maggie. We have Allison. Shout out to Allison.
Thanks, Allison.
And we have Anthony. Shout out to Anthony.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks. So, yes, shout out to our
3 fans.
Our stands.
They're our only stands.
Oh my God, what if people made Just Brisket Karen stand?
Yeah, everybody write Just Brisket Karen fanfics and
we can
read them aloud next time.
I wasn't going to say that, but I was gonna say, not that anyone actually listens to this, but if you are, please make a Just Brisket Karen edit somehow, even though we only have our cover art. Somehow
you can like find our personal,
you can find our personal Twitters and like whatever
Instagrams, whatever you want to do.
Find whatever you want. Make a Just Brisket Karen edit. Tag us at JBK Podcast. Should we do a hashtag? Hashtag JBK edits.
Yeah, hashtag JBK edits.
So hashtag JBK edits on Twitter, and we will pick the best one and shout you out.
Yes, and we'll post it.
And we'll post it on Twitter. Yeah, we'll tweet it.
Twitter. To our 3 followers.
To our 3 followers that aren't us, and
Thanks,
we will
Anthony,
shout
Maggie,
you
and
out.
Allison.
Yes, shout out. Oh
if you want to write us fanfic about
if you
the
wanna
two
write
of
us
us,
fanfic, if you want to write us fanfic, we should. I'm not going to say we should read all of them.
We're not going to get like.
I know, but like
we probably will get 0. But if we get any,
we'll read them. Yeah.
We'll read them.
So edits, we'll just retweet all of them.
Yeah.
So or like actually
make some
tweet
edits.
them.
You can draw us if you have any artistic talent.
So yes,
we're begging for attention.
Should we do hashtag JBK stands, and then they can put their fan fiction and their edits all in one place. Okay, so. This is funny because
I like that we're doing this as if people are going to participate.
Our first episode at this point has any guesses?
57.
It's loading. 57 plays. 57. And like 100% of those are our friends and family.
Yeah, like there's nobody that we don't know.
But if you are listening and you for some reason want to make an edit or fan fiction, or write fan fiction, I should say, please do. We will read the fan fiction on episode 3.
And then we will stand you.
And then we will stand you and we'll retweet all of the edits.
Yeah.
So please do that. That would, oh my gosh, that would be so funny.
Attention.
We are desperate. That's why, okay, here's the tea about podcasts. Nothing is more conceited than making a podcast. Yeah. Because we're not talking about anything, right? Like, we have no knowledge. We're not, like...
I don't even know what we've been saying for the last, like, however long it's been.
Like, we are not, like, smart.
We're not, like, above anybody else on the planet in any way.
Literally. And... we're just like, let's make a pod. Let's force people to listen to us.
Yeah, we've been
talk about
forcing
absolutely nothing. At this point, we've been talking for 42 minutes about nothing.
Yeah, we've mostly talked about One Direction.
Yeah, and now we're asking people to make edits and write fan fiction. That would be hilarious, though.
Make
Please
edits
stop.
of us with One Direction.
But yeah, oh my god, yes.
In case you want to, like, I don't know, make personal ones for both of us, my favorite is Louis.
Mine is... today's Harry's birthday, so we're recording this on Harry's birthday.
Happy birthday, Harry Styles, if you're listening.
Honestly,
shout out to Harry.
I'll take anyone. But Harry, I do love Harry. I also love... have you listened to his solo album?
I listened to some of it.
It's very good. I absolutely love it.
I did like it. I enjoyed what I heard.
It's very good.
I meant to look into it more, and then I did not.
Harry Styles is definitely Harry Styles. So, hashtag JBK edits. Or no, JBK Stan.
Stan.
JBK Stan, stands or Stan? Stands plural?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the official... yeah, because
we're going to have multiple stands.
This is the official...
no, we're not.
Hashtag ignore JBK edits, that does not exist.
That's stupid.
That's dumb, Karen.
If you do that, we'll shoot you. We'll block you. We'll come to your house and we'll, like, hit you.
Official hashtag for your edit and fanfiction submissions. Hashtag on Twitter. Hashtag JBK stands. So if you're a little slow on the uptake and don't know how to spell that, it's JBK STANS.
Just like it sounds.
Just like it sounds.
Sounds.
Yeah, but anyways, Harry Styles is definitely, like, one of my top 5, like...
haven't you seen him in concert, like,
I have.
3 times?
I saw One Direction 3 times, and then I saw Harry Styles, like, on his tour once.
Oh.
So I've seen him in real life 4 times.
That's amazing.
And it was magnificent every time.
I remember, like, when I was kind of a closeted One Direction stan, when I was probably, like, 8th grade or something, I remember hearing that they were going on tour and they were coming to Denver, because, like, I'm from Denver, and I remember asking my mom, I was like, very casually, because, like, I didn't want her to think that I, like, liked them as much as I did, because I wanted her to think I was cool, I guess. I
love that.
Like, I don't know why I cared, but I was like, so, you know that band One Direction? They sing that song, like, That's What Makes You Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're like, coming here. And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, and then I cried.
I had the Up All Night tour DVD. I didn't see Up All Night. That was the only tour of theirs that I didn't see.
That's so sad. That album was a banger.
That was a banger. Literally, the song Up All Night is
one of
my favorites.
So
that's like probably my favorite song.
That's a very good
song.
one.
I also like Wolves. Shout out to Wolves.
Shout out to all the wolves listening to us right now.
Shout out to Jacob from Twilight.
Oh, yo,
What's
Team
his last
Jacob.
name?
You're
Jacob.
Team Edward. I'm Team Jacob.
I am Team Edward. Sorry, my laptop.
Tweet if you're Team Edward or Team Jacob at #JBKStans. Let us know.
Yeah, we'll just #JBK Stands is gonna be our marketplace for
interact with us.
all things JBK. So yeah, JBK stands for. Are you Team Edward, Team Jacob? Well, we should put a poll
Jacob
on our Twitter.
Are you dumb?
We'll put a team. We'll put a poll on our Twitter too.
Yeah.
So #JBK edit. No, dang.
Oh my god.
#JBK stands for edits, fanfiction, and Team Edward or Jacob.
And your Twilight opinions.
And give us a list of some of your like celebrity crushes.
Yeah, like tell us what you stand.
Tell us who you stand.
We've told you what we stand.
I currently have 5. Bill Hader, as we know. We love Bill Hader.
Yes.
Pete Davidson, as we know. Love Pete Davidson.
Of course.
Harry Styles, as we know. Love Harry Styles. Rami Malek, baby.
Yes.
Woo. I don't even know who my 5th one. I always forget my 5th one.
Atticus Mitchell.
Oh my god, Atticus
We've
Mitchell.
already talked about Atticus Mitchell.
Atticus Mitchell is a god.
I mostly
Shaggy.
just... Yeah, Eliza's in love with Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And
we're ending that there.
Yeah, we will not go further into that, but all the Shaggy memes right now...
They're so funny,
They're
though.
so funny. I love them.
Wait, who are your top 5, and then we'll talk about the Shaggy memes.
My top 5 celebrity crushes.
Yeah. Throw in... I also like Stevie Nicks and Uma Thurman. Throw in some ladies.
Yeah. Well, Jeff Goldblum is obviously
Love
my
that.
number
One of our
one.
professors reminds me of Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, we won't say who, just in case he's listening.
Because we told him that we have a podcast.
Yeah, we did. But he did not know the name of it.
Oops. Yeah, he didn't.
Anyways. Jeff Goldblum, definitely my number one.
Love that.
I'm blanking on his name right now, but the guy that played young Bill in Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
The one on your water bottle?
Yeah, I have a sticker of him on my water bottle,
Love
and
that.
I am in love with him.
Love that.
I'll throw Meryl Streep in there because she's
Shout
a
out
queen.
to Meryl.
I'll throw Uma Thurman in there also because I also love her.
Love Uma Thurman.
And I'm gonna throw in my boy Cave Town. He's my favorite musical artist.
What's his real name?
His real name is Robin Skinner.
That is a quirky name.
It is quirky. He's a very quirky boy. I love him though. He just turned 20. I saw him in concert.
Oh my gosh, 20. That's young.
I saw him in concert on his birthday.
Happy very late birthday.
That was like December
something.
19th or 15th or something like that. It was the 15th.
My jaw just
and he was turning 20, and I was like, yo, he's like
that's
a year and a half
That's literally,
older than
I
me.
was gonna say.
That's whack. He wore a little party hat the whole time, though.
Ooh, we love a party
fun.
animal. But Shaggy memes, they're hilarious.
They're so funny.
Literally, right now, Camille and my, like, comedy level is just Sal Volcano memes and Shaggy memes.
Yeah.
Exclusively.
That's all we send each other.
Besides
so 8-ball requests.
Literally. So, the Shaggy memes are just, like, Shaggy being God. Do you know, like, the origin of the Shaggy meme? I think it was the, like...
I think
the fake interview thing.
Yeah, the first I saw of it was, like, fake interviews with the cast of, like, the live-action Scooby-Doo movie from, like, the early 2000s
the Spooky
or
Island
something.
one,
Yeah, the one with Spooky Island with our boy Scrappy-Doo.
Oh my gosh, Scrappy-Doo!
We'll come back to Scrappy-Doo.
That's a different time.
That's for a different time. But, yeah, from what I could tell, it started with, like, these fake interviews, screen caps that people were posting on, like, Instagram, and it'd be, like, a picture of, like, Sarah Michelle Gellar, who played Daphne, and it would say,
and
like...
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yeah, and it would say, like... I remember when we were filming, Shaggy would be using 0.0001% of his power, and the entire set caught on fire.
Oh my God. Freddie Prinze Jr., I saw one with him. He played Fred in the Spooky Island movie. He was like... I will never forget the day Shaggy walked on set and said he had killed God.
That
my
was the favorite one. I've seen that one.
But the first Shaggy meme I saw was the one where it was like, what's it called, audition process for Shaggy was very weird because we all just had to wear the costume and I was the only survivor or something like that.
Yeah, I think the first one I saw was like with the guy that played Shaggy, and it was like him saying, oh, what did he say? It was like,
love this.
yeah, I've completely forgotten, so let's move on from that. I'm a little slow on the uptake.
I love that.
Anyways.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and you're pushing your luck, Scoob. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's a great video. We'll tweet that out. Just kidding, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't think we're not going to tweet that out. But if you want to tweet it, you can tag us and put it under hashtag JBKStands. Also, I would say tag us, but I think, can you follow hashtags on Twitter? I have no idea. Because you can on Instagram. I follow the James Charles palette, hashtag James Charles palette.
Yo, why?
So that way I can like recreate looks.
Oh, inspo. Gotcha.
Yeah, for inspo.
I got it.
Come on, I'm quirky and relatable like that.
I follow the wholesome memes tag on Instagram.
Sometimes
I need some wholesome memes.
I follow the Impractical Jokers Stan hashtag. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little hurt by that. You're supposed to jump in outside.
I thought about it, and then I decided not to.
Speaking of Jump In, starring Corbin Bleu.
Yo, I was thinking about that.
Who were some of your, like, who did you stan before standing was a thing? Like, Disney Channel, like Nickelodeon. Disney Channel? Yeah, like.
Freddie from iCarly.
Really?
I was in love with him. He's the
so
reason
funny.
I'm in film school, actually.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. That'd be funny, though. I mean, like, maybe vaguely. Maybe subconsciously, that's why I'm here.
But
I loved him.
Well, everyone was in love with Zac Efron from High School Musical. Like, I don't really like him now. I don't think he's all that, like, special now. He's definitely not up there for me. But during, like, High School Musical times, he was for sure, like, up there for me. I'm trying to think.
I liked all the quirky kids in, like, Disney Channel shows, like...
Oh, my God, I remember...
Wizards of Waverly Place. I had the biggest crush on
Justin.
Max.
Wait.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, my God.
No, I was in love with Max.
Let's talk about Mason.
Okay, Mason was clearly the superior man in Wizards of Waverly Place. He was so hot, and he was British, and he was a werewolf.
Yeah,
and like,
and he said that
11-year-old me was like...
He was in love with Bridget Mendler right in front of Selena Gomez's face. I don't remember any other... Juliet and
Alex and Mason.
And Mason, yeah.
But Justin was dating Juliet, wasn't he? Greg Sulkin.
Justin was dating Juliet.
That played Mason.
Oh, I remember. I remember the entire plot now. Justin was dating. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then the mummy. Do you remember Justin was like a monster hunter?
Yeah.
And he like there was a mummy, and like if you stared into its eyes, you became like its like slave or something. Like it was crazy.
I remember that.
And
that was whack.
Juliet like stared into the mummy's eyes so that way Justin could like live or something.
Yeah, she like saved him.
Yeah, and then they went to wherever she was like being held hostage, literally being held hostage, and to like rescue her, and Mason was there, and she was like, Juliet, and then she was like, there was yelling outside.
Yeah, there was.
And then Mason was like, oh, I love you, and then Alex was like, what? And then she ate like pickle. Didn't she eat pickles like all the time?
I frankly have no idea.
I have a distinct memory of Alex
Probably.
Russo
She was kind of
pickles.
quirky.
She was a weird kind of quirky.
Yo, Harper was very quirky.
Harper was too... I didn't like Harper. She was way too quirky.
Yeah, she was not my favorite. She dated that, like, really quirky guy that was, like,
Zeke,
Justin's best
Zeke
friend.
or Zach or something like that.
I think it was Zeke.
Because that's a quirky
He
name.
was very
so
quirky.
Annoying.
He was,
like... Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode when they went through the mirror and everything was, like, flipped? I wonder how they filmed that.
I don't know. That was weird.
That was weird. Because they must have had to... They wouldn't have built an entire set. The same set. Opposite.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Maybe they
I don't
did.
know.
I have no idea.
Comment down below. Go on
if
hashtag
you worked on
JBK
Wizards of Waverly Place and you happen to be listening,
oh my God.
let us know.
Yeah, I have no idea how they filmed that.
I
like would think about that when I watched it.
Moving off of Wizards of Waverly Place and Good Luck Charlie.
Oh my God,
I
you
loved
liked Gabe.
Yeah. I did. He was a bit of a rebel, and I was like, ooh,
I
he's
hated
a
him.
bad
he was
boy.
annoying.
Yeah, he was annoying. Looking back on it, like, ugh.
Did your mom also love the mom from Good Luck Charlie?
I don't think my mom ever watched Good Luck Charlie.
Because I have yet to meet someone whose like mom didn't love the mom from Good Luck Charlie. My
Her
mom
name
loved...
is Amy, so...
what's the actress's name? I don't remember. Lee Allen Baker? That sounds right. I don't know.
Something like that.
Whatever.
I don't know her name, but...
My mom loved her. She thought she was so funny. She was funny.
My mom, like, hated Disney Channel. She, like, would never watch it with me. It was always me by myself. Wow. My sister also wouldn't watch it with me.
I was a big Disney Channel kid. I watched a lot. And oh my gosh, do you remember the movies on Friday night? That used to be my thing. Like, we, at my household, we get pizza every Friday. That's, like, our thing. And I remember we would get pizza, and I would have, like, those little cans of Sprite. Do you know what I mean? I would have pizza, like a little can of Sprite, and I would watch, like, these Disney Channel original movies. And that was back when they were on. They might still be on every Friday night. We should check.
I have no idea.
Since we're recording this.
Is it Friday night?
On a Friday. It is Friday. And it's 8:30, yeah.
Let's go see what's playing.
And we will, actually.
We gotta
go. See it. No, but I remember I'm from the East Coast, whereas you are not. And I would, like, sometimes ask my mom to, like... Oh, and I remember they would have new episodes of shows, like, Friday and Sunday. Those were, like, the big days. But I remember if there was, like, a movie that I really wanted to see or something like that, I would always ask my mom if I could stay up later to watch it. And she'd be like, okay, what time is it on? And I'd be like, 8, 7 Central. Because I did not understand Eastern Standard Time.
I still don't understand, like, 8, 7 Central. I don't know what that means. I was raised in Mountain Time.
What did it say? Like,
it would still say, like, 8, 7 Central, and I was like, does that mean it starts at 8 Central Time or 7 Central? I never knew what that meant.
That doesn't make sense, because I thought that they would just make a new version for, like, Mountain Time and Pacific Time.
No, they still say, like, 8, 7 Central, and I'm like,
because I thought that they would just say, like, 8, 7 Pacific or something like that. Is it Pacific Time? Is that what it's called, like, in California?
I think so. I don't know. I was in Mountain Time.
Whatever. I'm Eastern Standard Time, baby. But, I thought that they would just say, like, 8, 7
No, they still
Pacific.
said, like, based off of Central Time, and I
That's
never knew.
That's really weird.
Because, like, they also say 8, 7, and I didn't know if that meant it was at 8
or
Central
7,
Time or 7 Central Time. What does it mean? I still don't know.
I was just going to say, I still don't understand whatever.
I think that means it's, like, 7 Central Time and 8...
7 Central Time and 8 Eastern Standard Time, because it was always on at 8 for me.
And I feel discriminated against, frankly.
What time is it on for you? Do you remember?
8... What? I don't remember what time, but it must have been 6 if it was 7 Central Time.
Disney Channel was definitely not, like, based out of, like, the East Coast.
Yeah, isn't that a California
I was going to say, why would they not put it in California?
Yeah. I feel like,
we have to have a call with Disney Channel.
Every TV station bases stuff off of, like, Central Time. Like, everything that you watch, it's like, oh, playing Friday at 8, 7 Central, like...
Yeah, I always...
Sports games and stuff like that.
For me... Like, everything is just one time. For me, it's always just, like, it's on at 8 o'clock. And, like, there's no... Because, like, I'm blessed with Eastern Standard Time.
Can't relate. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
For living in Colorado.
Thanks for living in Colorado.
Yeah, we don't have that in PA, in old Pennsylvania. The second state. The Keystone state. Yeah, Delaware was the first state.
Delaware was the first state?
I know, isn't that weird?
I never knew that.
Delaware's first state, Pennsylvania's the second. I don't know any of the other ones.
I never think about Delaware.
Well, Hawaii and Alaska are the 49th and 50th, but I don't know which one's which.
I think Colorado's like the 38th or something.
That would make sense.
It's like kind of late, but not like
too late.
Super late, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you didn't become a state. Colorado didn't become a state until, like, what, the 1800s?
1865, I think.
Yeah,
I think... That was totally random. I don't know if that's actually real.
I think Pennsylvania was, like, the late 1700s.
No, wait, it was,
You're the Centennial State, so 1876.
Yeah, 1876.
Yeah.
I was close.
Yeah, Pennsylvania was, like, I think the late 1700s. Well, it obviously had to be. Yeah. Second state, baby. The Keystone State.
That's so weird that Delaware was the first state. Like, I never think about Delaware.
I'm pretty sure let me look
I've
it up.
thought about Delaware 0 times
I'm pretty
in my
sure
life.
Delaware was the first state,
Delaware is tiny, isn't it? Where even?
It's not big.
Isn't it, like, by Maryland?
It's, like, below Pennsylvania. It is by Maryland, though, yeah. Which was...
I thought, like, Virginia was the first
state.
That's
what I was going to say.
Or,
what
like,
was the first
state?
Not
that.
First state, Delaware.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
when's Virginia on that list? I feel like that must have been pretty early on. Well, it was one of the original 13 colonies.
Yeah, list of states in order of ratification.
Now we're just doing, like, educational podcast.
Hi, this is now Live, Laugh, Learn.
Geography podcast.
Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina. I feel like there was a state that wouldn't sign, like, they wouldn't. Yeah. And I feel like it was probably Virginia, because Virginia's quirky. Delaware, so Pennsylvania became a state in 1787. I was going to say 1789.
Oh.
It's close.
Well, you were wrong.
You were wrong. Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, there it is, New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island.
Yo, New Hampshire was a state before Virginia was?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
With the state's ratification, the Constitution became legal. That's what it was. Because I remember they needed a certain amount of states to actually, like, be a thing.
That's
Rhode
wild.
Island did not hold a constitutional convention. Fun facts. Fun
Wow, we're learning so much about U.S. history right
We are
now.
learning
I've
too
learned
much.
more in the last 5 minutes than I ever did from my AP U.S. history class.
I love that.
Yeah, that class
man.
was BS. Big stupid. That's what BS stands for all the kids
For all
listening.
the chillins listening.
Big stupid.
Big stupid. Oh my god, that's really funny. I don't know why. I just have a very specific remembrance.
Remember.
Oh my god. Memory of Pennsylvania being the second state.
Huh.
It's also the, like, second worst state.
What is the worst state?
New Jersey. I think everyone from Pennsylvania. Well, West Virginia is apparently... I was watching... Do you ever watch those, like, 50 state videos where it's, like, people from different states talk about, like...
No.
Like, who's the most famous person from your state? Oh, I always watch those.
No, but I've seen, like, the articles that it's like, what's the most popular candy bar
yeah,
in
like
your state?
in your state. For me, it's always Hershey, because of freaking
That makes sense.
Hershey, PA. But
Yo, I think I wrote a letter to the Hershey factory once in, like, 8th grade for some, like,
That's a
LA
little fun.
assignment.
But
Huh.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm from Eastern Pennsylvania, and I feel like people in Eastern Pennsylvania hate New Jersey, and people in Western Pennsylvania hate West Virginia.
I hate Idaho.
Yeah, you said, yeah.
Idaho is my least favorite state.
So if you're from New Jersey, West Virginia, or Idaho, you can just click off now.
Yeah, you can stop
And permanently.
listening. And Brad, no offense, but I also hate Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska's not fun.
because of you,
I've never
Brad.
been, but I never want to be.
Yeah, I've been twice.
But also, happy birthday, Brad.
Happy birthday, Brad.
Happy birthday,
And also,
Brad.
Francie, if you're listening, sorry, because...
Is she from Nebraska? Oh, did she go to school in Nebraska? Sorry. Sorry about it.
Love you, Francie and Brad, but I hate Nebraska.
Nebraska's lame. We've been going at this for an hour. Do you wanna?
Yeah, we should probably
Do you wanna
wrap
wrap her
it up.
up? Alrighty.
Like a little gift. Put a bow on top.
Hashtag. All right. Let's sum this up. Today in what happened in today's.
Sal is tonight's biggest loser.
Sal is tonight's biggest loser.
Hashtag JBK stands.
Hashtag JBK stands. Please do that. I wanna.
Please.
We will
That'd be
read them aloud
iconic.
because next week is it next week? Yeah. So this
we're doing-
episode is going up February 3rd. And
The next one's going to be on February 10th, which is 4 days before Valentine's
yeah, that's going to be
Day.
our we were planning on making that our Valentine's Day episode, so this
Yeah.
would be perfect.
So we're going to
So
talk about
please, please, please,
to all the
please.
boys I've loved before.
Yes, please make edits, write fan fiction, whatever you got to do it. Send it
Yeah.
in, tag us on Twitter, and hashtag it. Hashtag JBK edit. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
JBK
gosh.
stands. Not
Don't
JBK
listen to
edit.
her saying
Don't
edits.
listen to me.
Edits, dumb.
Hashtag JBK stands.
Yes. Do it.
Send it in, tag us, hashtag JBK stands.
That'd be iconic.
What else happened? What else did we talk about?
Literally couldn't tell you.
Literally,
Wizards of
retweet.
Waverly Place.
Wizards of Waverly Place. Follow us on
like,
Twitter.
comment, and subscribe if you're a Mason stan, like we are.
And what else? I think that's it. Oh,
think
yeah, you
that's
can
it.
listen to us on many platforms.
Yeah.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, of course, Anchor. And I think that's it.
I think so, too.
I think, question mark. So, yeah. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. I didn't know what you wanted me to say.
Thanks
You
for
pointed at
listening.
me.
Sorry about that. But, yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for listening to Just Brisket. But, yeah, so we will see you next time, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, we won't see you. But
we won't see you, but we'll,
listen to... No, you'll listen to us, hopefully.
This was a bad... We'll just end it here.
Yeah.
Bye! Thank you so much for listening to Just Brisket, Karen. You can follow us on Twitter at JBK Podcast. Again, that's JBK Podcast.
Or you can check us out at anchor.fm/justbrisketKaren or on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more.
I'm Eliza.
I'm Camille.
See you next time.
Mwah! Totally different kiss sounds.